Okay, the chain and sprocket upgrade. So the links to purchase these parts will be posted in the description of the video. This is the 2021 Ducati Diavel 1260S. We've got a 3DX ring chain out of Japan. It's anodized gold and black, so it doesn't rust. The only thing you need to do is keep the O-rings lubed and the chain relatively clean, and just keep those O-rings lubed. This is a SuperSprox. You can kind of see down here, SuperSprox Stealth Sprocket. It's called the Black Stealth Sprocket. Stock, which, you know, I recommend just going with stock. Don't change anything, because if you do, you got to change your front sprocket as well. And quite frankly, it is a royal pain in the ass to change the front sprocket. I did it on my Ducati V4S, and it's just not worth it. You know, it's just not worth the time or the effort. So you can just change the chain in the rear sprocket. So 525 43T, that's the stock spec. And so 43T, so that's the teeth. There's 43 teeth on here. Or it's 43 teeth per you know, distance or something. Because you know, if you count these teeth, I think there's probably more than 43, but, or maybe there is 43. It just seems like there's more. 525 is the distance from here to here. Or, you know, I don't even know if it's really a measurement of distance, but it's the spec from here to here, right? So one length, right? How long is one length? It's 525. And then, you know, this is a really good sprocket. I mean, it's aluminum, right? It's like a T7, I think, high grade, high strength aluminum, drilled out to reduce weight and to provide better cooling. Reduced wear, and then you have a really, you know, high strength anodized steel that is riveted on to the aluminum. There are, you know, similar sprockets like this that you can find other places on the internet, including eBay. I don't recommend buying any parts for your bike off of eBay, including chains and sprockets. Because eBay is just completely filled with knockoffs from China. Cheap piece of crap knockoff merchandise from China. And you might think, oh, the prices are so great. Yeah, that's because everything is freaking knockoff from China on eBay. So this you can buy from SuperSprox or Revzilla. The link that I am going to provide to you will be from Revzilla. The SuperSprox website has a slightly higher price, and they also have issues with inventory. This is a Dukabike Sprocket Carrier. Dukabikedirect.com is the website. And then we have a Dukabike, what they call a Dukabike carrier nut or sprocket nut right here. This is kind of like an axle nut. And then these are Dukabike nuts as well. When you go to put these nuts on, I'll put the torque specs for these nuts in the description, and the torque spec for this one as well. You want to put a shop towel or a piece of a shop towel over these and then put your socket on. Same thing with this guy right here, and you do need a special nut for this. I'll show you what that nut looks like real quick. So I did order this particular piece off of eBay, but I believe you can also get these on Amazon. You know, this is just, you know, high grade stainless steel. Got it on eBay, maybe it was $49 or something like that. This you can use for the front wheel and the rear wheel on both sides, okay? So you want to use it on the front wheel. That's this guy right here, and it just goes right on here like that, okay? Then you shove your impact wrench or socket wrench or breaker bar into there, and you can pull that off. And then the rear, this part goes into the axle opening, and then this goes onto the nut on the rear. Sometimes, you know, it'll say Panigale 1199 or, you know, Ducati V4. They use the same nuts on all their bikes, okay? So if it says, you know, Panigale this or that or this, it'll work on the Diavel without an issue, right? My recommendation is that you buy yourself a impact wrench, 1/2-inch drive. This is the DCF 899. Goes up to 700 foot-pounds, and this is going to help you in a significant way in terms of removing axle nuts, right? Front and rear axle nuts. I mean, the rears on these things are torqued, I think, to 227 foot-pounds. I'll post the torque specs right into the description, but I do know that this guy right here is about 227 foot-pounds. And so to take this thing off, you're going to need an impact wrench, and to put this back on, you'll need another really large wrench. You don't have to take those off to do the sprocket. To do the sprocket, you just have to take this guy off right here, and then the sprocket here with the carrier, that will just slide right off. Obviously, you'll take your stand and you'll put your stand on the other side of the bike instead of this side, so that you can slide this whole assembly off. But you'll slide this whole assembly off, and that'll make it really easy. There are two, well, on this bike there's only one, but on the Ducati V4S there's two. You've got this guy right here, okay? So this guy right here, you need to loosen that right here if you want to move the wheel and the sprocket and the wheel forward. You need to loosen that. And then there is a special tool that you use to rotate. And again, you can pick this up on Amazon or eBay, right? This is the type of stuff that you can get on eBay or Amazon. This is a real cheap one. This thing you just stick up under the wheel, and then you rotate it forward like this. And when you rotate that forward, it rolls the entire wheel towards the rear wheel, towards the front of the bike, so that you can actually remove the chain pretty easily. And so that, there's some grooves. It's kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can get this phone to kind of get in there, and maybe we can see it. Well, you can't really see too well, but bottom line, this guy goes right onto here, literally sits right behind the chain, and as you're moving it, you'll be able to feel where the grooves are, and then you can just go forwards and backwards on there. So that's that.